Hi everyone. So I've been reading the Dark Ages again. I want to share with you some quotation that I've been reading. These are from the crucifixion of Jesus, like what Jesus went through. As I was reading this, my heart really warmed because I see that Jesus really, really suffered for me. Everything that he was going through, he thought of me and you, and he made a decision that I'm not going to let us die, let us be used by the devil. He's given us life. How wonderful is it? So I'm going to read from a lot of pages, but now I'm reading from 413, page 413, paragraph 3. And it says, the Sanhedrin had pronounced Jesus worthy of death, but it was contrary to the Jewish law to try a prisoner by night. Notwithstanding this, the Savior was now treated as a criminal and given up to be abused by the lowest and vilest of mankind. The palace of the high priest surrounded an open court in which the soldiers of the multitude had gathered. Through this court, Jesus was taken to the guardroom on every side, meeting mockery of his claims to be the Son of God. His own words, sitting on the right hand of power and coming into the clouds of heaven, were jeeringly repeated. While in the guardroom awaiting his legal trial, he was not even protected. And then it says, the ignorant rabble had seen the cruelty with which he had treated before the council, and from this they took license to manifest a satanic element of their nature. Christ's very nobility and godlike bearing goaded them to madness. They did not even try him in a proper way, but they had already decided to call him a criminal. And then we are at page 427. So after the Sanhedrin, Jesus went on to Pilate, and then after Pilate sent Jesus to Herod. So Herod, this is the Herod that killed John the Baptist. And let me read what happened. Herod's face grew dark with passion. Turning to the multitude, he angrily denounced Jesus as an impostor. Then to Christ he said, If you give no evidence of your claim, I'll deliver you up to the soldiers and the people. They may succeed in making you speak. If you are an impostor, death at their hands is only what you merit. If you are the Son of God, save yourself by working miracles. But Jesus he knew that if he makes a miracle, he's going to save himself, but he won't save us. And he stood firm. He was like, I'm not going to let my children die. I will stand for what I know is going to help my children. And then he's going to say, no sooner were these words spoken than a rush was made for Christ. Like people were rushing to Christ. Like wild beasts, the crowd darted up their prey. Jesus is the prey. Jesus was dragged this way and that. Herod joining the mob in seeking to humiliate the Son of God. Had not the Roman soldiers interposed and forced back the madness throng, the Savior who had been torn to pieces. Can you imagine? Herod with his